Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Umineko. Yeah, we just finished like a really sad arc, I would say, with Canon and Jessica. But on the other hand, I say something happy I'm happy that's what's going on because recently I see new people on comment sections and I want to thank you for commenting and I hope you enjoyed the ride. So yeah, also shout out to I don't want to butcher your name. A size? How to pronounce that? A size? A size. The original song best song. And I agree with that, as you could see in my Tsurupetam talk in that video. Suddenly, like, this is not copyrighted, so hell yeah, this is like win-win situation here because I like the Tsurupetam also more than the sweet weird thing. So yeah, that will be it. So if you're new, then welcome. Everyone who's new, welcome, and help you for like supporting the channel. And yeah, let's see how the date of Shannon will go, because I assume that she's on date with George right now. Let's go.
それってどういう意味ですか、ジョージさん。
言葉通りの意味だよ。僕はまだ自分の城を築き上げてない。それができて初めて僕は一人前になれたと思えるんだ。その時君と結婚したい。
Didn't they mention before? I think he mentioned that in the first episode, right? I mean, in the first chapter of the story, that she proposed to her before, but she didn't give him an answer, and then he gave her a ring. I think that was the case, so he was like mentioning about this particular place.
それはその
でもそれじゃもう僕の心が許せないんだ。だから君に婚約指輪を贈りたい。
Wait, what? Yeah, I won't let you do that anymore. Why?
婚約ですか。でもその私家具ですし。
Oh wow, nope. Nope, don't go the way of the canon.
そうだったね。じゃあ家具は人の言うことを聞かないとね。
Oh wow.
今君に贈るのにふさわしい指輪を作らせてる。多分今度の親族会議の日には持っていけると思う。その時に贈るからどうか君の返事を聞かせてほしいんだ。
And that's what happened. That was like one of the most beautiful moments in the last chapter.
君が僕の婚約を受けてくれたら
I highly recommend you to check that out. If you haven't, then I will just leave a link in the corner. Well, let me see in the camera and in this corner, in the upper corner, there will be like annotation to this episode.
僕はその席でおじい様を含めた全ての親族の前で君との婚約を宣言する。
ジョージさん。
君と僕の仲をふさわしくないと咎める人たちはきっといる。
Oh, like a lot of people, especially your
でも
parents.
そいつらの顔を見る必要はない。君はその瞳の中に僕だけを満たしていればいいから。
Whew.
君を必ず幸せにする。それだけは絶対に約束するから。
I really like this spell. Sadly, that didn't last long enough. Oh!
どのように実るのか楽しみでならない。
Can you hear that? I like this. I like this theme. Nice. Also, this is like this time space that was Beatrice and Berncaster before.
憂に過ぎて腐り落ちる果実の駅に黄金の蝶たちは舞い降りる。今より収穫の日が待ち遠しい。宴の時はまだかまだか。
Okay, Beatrice, okay. Calm down, shall we? Wow. I end that episode just before the end of section, basically. Oh! The first day, October 4th, 86. Wait! God damn it, I'm so bad with dates. I'm so bad with dates. I have no idea if this is like future or it's like past now. I'm so terrible with history. What was the time of events in the Umineko? Is there like some kind of indicator, please? No? God damn it. Oh well, I will just read, I guess, and see, because I have no idea by dates. I had eaten breakfast at the coffee shop in the station building. By chance, the inside of the shop had been decorated with Halloween colors, since it was October. Oh, Maria! Maria seems to be awfully pleased with that. So, it wasn't October definitely in the first chapter. It was not a Halloween time. So this is past. And it can be like past before even like George and Shannon and Beatrice shenanigans we were seeing right now. So this is even way past. Oh well, let's see. Marahead seems to be awfully pleased with that. For quite some time, she talked loudly inside the train about wanting to have Halloween festival, without caring that she was attracting to the attentions of others. Halloween is popular in Europe and America, but people aren't that familiar with it in Japan. The shopping district was colorfully decorated with orange pumpkins. But the costume parades of children demanding sweets and saying trick or treat were nowhere in sight. I don't know if Halloween is popular in Europe. It's definitely like popular in America, but I don't think it's popular in Europe in general. Now I think of it, I never checked that out. In my country, Halloween is like whatever. It's just something that's happening in America for us. And yeah, like in schools or something, there are like balls. I mean, parties, you know, like, yeah, that kids have fun and stuff, but yeah, it's not like everyone is going outside and going through door to door and stuff. It's like not happening. This is just event that's kinda exists. Yeah, the shopping district was colorfully decorated with orange pumpkins, but the costume parades of children demanding sweets and saying trick or treat were nowhere inside. Maria, I missed you. I missed your woo! So everyone, did you miss Maria? Of course you want to look like a witch, of course. Wait, so they're going for the... So it was October. So it was October. So this is future. Right?
おじい様にお会いするんだからちゃんとしたお洋服じゃないとダメ。
Yeah, so this is like after the George and Shannon like stuff and Beatrice. While it was completely full inside the train, it was really packed, with almost all the seats occupied by passengers. Maria was making a fuss among them, stomping her feet on the seat while Rosa scolded her. Rosa had warned her many times to lower her voice, but Maria hadn't obeyed her at all. Once Maria got like this, no matter how much she tried to explain the situation or calm her, she wouldn't listen. Yep, typical Maria. Before, Rosa used to pamper Maria and give in to her at times like this. But that had probably been a mistake. Surely Maria had gained the mistaken impression that throwing a tantrum long enough would make her mother give up and do what Maria said. Yeah, this is like... don't do that. Don't do that to your kids and to yourself. Like, this is like fucking terrible. Rosa had realized that error with the help of an educational book and since then. She would harden the part of her heart that wanted to pamper her beloved daughter. Her mutual understanding with Maria began to grow weaker and weaker, and she began to get discouraged by her own powerlessness more and more often. More like you will cast a curse. Oh, she slammed her.
あなたにあげるお菓子はありません。さっき朝ごはんを食べたでしょ。お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃう。お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃう。
Okay, then do it. I forgot how annoying she can be. Oh my god. A stout old woman was sitting nearby as Maria stomped her feet, picked a candy out of her handbag and held it out to Maria. Oh wow. Rosa just snapped. This is the first time we see this face, I think. She's scary. Wow.
いいんですよ。
Sounds like Kumasawa, but it's not.
元気なお嬢さんですこと。
Yeah, this is, I don't know. She doesn't sound like Kumasawa.
おいくつです？
Maybe there was no malice in the old woman's words. However, Rosa seems to find that remark extremely humiliating.
マリア、知らない人からお菓子をもらっちゃいけないっていつも言ってるでしょ。おー、これはマリアがもらったの。やだ、マリアの。話しなさい。ママの言うことを聞けっていつも言ってるでしょ。マリアの。
I just can't tell anything. Yeah, we remember that scene in the garden when she just slapped like really hard Maria for that. Rosa reflexively hit Maria violently on her cheek. Ooh, she actually did that. In public. In a flash, Maria started crying loudly. Rosa immediately took the candy from Maria's hand and pushed it back towards the dumbfounded old woman sitting next to them.
うちの子に勝手にお菓子を与えないでください。
Wow.
ごめんなさい。
Okay, Rosa, I need some more info on you because your character suddenly got a growth. A little bit, because we know that side of you, kinda, from the first chapter. But this is like extended length. I wonder what happened to Maria's dad. Ah, they had like really like interesting relationship. I need to know more about like Rosa. We know very little about her, and the same for Kyria, right? Yeah, for Kyria. I think out of all the characters, I mean, Nanjo is not that important, I think. I feel like Nanjo is like a secondary character that's not important. He's kinda important to like show connections between characters and stuff. But he's like, I don't feel like I need to like know more about him. But I would like to know more about Rosa, about Kyrie, and who else? Is there someone else who we don't have much of development I would like to know? Yeah, on Genji. I want to know like backstory of Genji, how he started working with Kinzo. If he came up with that furniture thing. Yeah, this whole situation with servants and the Shiromiya family is really interesting to me. So yeah, I want to like in general get more info about the servants' history with Ushiromiya and by characters Rosa and Kiryu. I think we got most of the characters, like the rest of them. Yeah, I think so. Breathing heavily, Rosa once again held the candle out to the old woman. After getting frustrated about what she should say for a few moments, perhaps the old woman realized that her actions may have troubled this parent and the child, and she accepted the candy back, apologizing. After that, Rosa finally took notice of her surroundings. Her daughter's clothes were all messed up, she was crying and shouting with her nose dripping. And there were many dumbfounded passengers watching them. Except for the sound of the train running, the interior was completely silent. Fortunately, that pitiful silence didn't last more than a short while. However, it was followed by even more painful atmosphere as everyone began to whisper. Yeah. Like... yeah... That's expected. Maria shouted, cried, kicked, and stomped her feet as usual, paying no heed to the people sitting around her. Impulsively, Rosa tried to slap her again, but she noticed the cold eyes of the people in the train, and couldn't. Is my camera right? Give me a second. Oh yeah, I wanted it to be smaller, because I have more room for my hands. Yeah. When the train stopped, Rosa forcibly pulled Maria's arm and got off, almost dragging her daughter along. Maria didn't stop crying. Ooh. Rosa took her to the end of the platform and hit her cheeks again. At the moment she was hit, Maria stopped crying for an instant, but before long she shouted and cried even more than before. Overwhelmed with emotion, Rosa grabbed the nape of Maria's neck and dragged her, tugging at her hair.
うるさいって言ってんのよ。そのうーをやめなさいって言ってるでしょ。そんなんだからクラスにお友達ができないんでしょ。
What? Yep, we got that info in the garden as well. This is almost the same dialogue.
もっとしっかりしてよ。なんであんたはいつまでも頭の中が幼稚園なのよ。どうしてママの言うことが聞けないの。どうしてどうして。
Ah, she's so fucking harsh, and but we know from the first chapter that she actually cares about Maria. But in times like this is like, this is painful. I mean, it's, yeah, it's like Rosa's fault that Maria's like that, because like she said before, she was giving her everything and she basically want to force everything out. On the other hand, she's like really losing it and getting violent, like wow. I don't know. I don't know how to resolve this situation. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so yeah, I have no idea. With those several words, Rosa hit Maria's cheek over and over again. The more Maria cried and shouted, the more Rosa hit her. And the more Maria was hit, the more intensely she cried and shouted. So he's alive, unless that's what she is just telling her. Yeah, there was something with her, right? Because of the ooh, something happened to like her position, I think. I'm not sure, I don't remember. The one who timidly called to her was the station attendant. Rosa glared at the attendant with a look that said, "Don't butt into the problems of mothers and a child, stranger." Of course, the attendant surely hadn't wanted to get involved either. However, Rosa had been yelling on the platform for a much longer time than she had imagined. Her emotional scolding had led the passengers on the platform to advise the attendant to call out to her. Rosa yelled at the attendant, saying not to worry anymore, since they would be getting on the next train. And then finally, or rather for the second time, she noticed the passengers on the platform staring at her from a distance. Rosa sweat slightly, and felt a breeze making her sweat go cold, tormenting her. Maria still kept on crying, shielding her own head. Of course, if this beating continued, she would probably keep crying indefinitely. You did, you lose control. And then you realize that you felt guilty when Maria got like lost in the first chapter. Oh my god, this is so fucking complicated. This is painful. I think this is like exactly the same pain, like, I mean, same amount of pain like we had with Canon and Jessica in the episode, but in a different way, you know? I think this have like similar weight. As the terrible hit in Rosa had faded, she knew she had surrendered her soul to evil again. Wow. I have chills. Rosa fell to her knees and hugged Maria, whose face was all soggy with tears and mucus.
マリア、ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ママ、ママ、おかえり、おかえり。
Finally, Maria realized that her mother was her mother again. She clung to her mother's body and cried, burying her face in her mother's chest.
悪いママを許して。悪いママを許して。本当にごめんなさい。ママをどうか嫌いにならないで。
Does Maria hate Rosa? I don't know if we had this stated in the first episode. You can let me know. I think she was telling something about Rosa at the end. I think there was something. I don't remember though. If she was like disappointed in her? I think Maria was mentioning Rosa at the end, but I don't know what she was telling. If that's not the case, then never mind, but yeah, I feel like she mentioned her. Also now, yeah, that was like long time I didn't mention that, but after the end of the episode 1, or the chapter 1 of the game, there was like the letter from Maria, and it seems like she had some kind of regret. And I wonder what's that. As well, it's probably not related to Rosa and that stuff at all. Probably. It's like more likely context to Beatrice, but yeah, Maria have some background in the future after the first episode ended. That's like my random thought I sometimes have, so yeah, don't worry about that.
マリアは全然平気。ママを嫌いになんかならない。ママはまた悪い魔女に乗り移られていただけ。
Wow, this is her explanation for that.
でもママが帰ってきたから平気。
I think part of me just want to talk about other stuff, because I feel if I just keep reading that without talking, that I will just break. Let's admit it, you all want me to break, right?
悪い魔女にママはまた乗り移られていたの。ごめんね。本当にごめんね。
For a long time, the two of them hugged each other, asking for and sharing words of forgiveness. After a while, they calmed down, and both moved back at the same time. Maria's face and Rosa's face were both deep red after crying their eyes out.
マリアは ハロウィンのお祭りがしたいの？
障子お兄ちゃんやジェシカお姉ちゃんにかぼちゃマシュマロ見せてあげたかった。
Oh, she had candy. We didn't show them in the episode, so she probably won't buy them, or she will lose them, unless this is on their timeline. Yeah, this is what I'm confused about the episode 2. Why everything like rolled back? Will episode 2 be exactly the same like episode 1, just we'll get like another person's perspective? I think that might be the case here. But on the other hand, we had like Bernkastel and Beatrice in the tea parties and the question mark stuff. Especially Bernkastel that was talking to someone. Maybe us, so she's like broken fourth wall, or maybe to someone else. My theory is that this is Butler, because for some reason he wasn't shown to be dead, and maybe he somehow survived? I don't know, but yeah, one of my theories is that Bernkastel was talking to Butler. And yeah, I wonder why this is like repeating. I don't remember, even though I'm sorry, I know I'm talking a lot. About Higurashi. I know the story of Higurashi to some extent. I remember bits of the anime. I never read the novel. Watched anime like long time ago. I don't remember why exactly everything was repeating itself. I think it was like... Also, yeah, there will be like spoilers for Higurashi, so you may skip for I don't know how much yet. God damn it. Oh no, okay, never mind. I will just not talk about that because I would have to find it. Nah, this is not Higurashi video now. Nah. Let's just go, because I would just start talking about other stuff and yeah, I would never go with the story here. But yeah, I think Higurashi was all around Rika. And the disease. Disease and Rika are not spoilers, by the way, because it's like for episode 1. And this is, I think, in the description of anime as well. Like, there's disease. And Rika is one of the characters. So, yeah. It was a candy. They would be sitting near the cash register at the shop, where they would be eating breakfast. A fancy sweet that had a big orange marshmallow in the shape of a jack-o'-lantern attached to the tip of a stick. Maria had wanted it and had insistently pestered Rosa for it. Rosa had refused, saying that there was no way she could buy sweets right after the breakfast.
じゃあマリア、この町に売っているかどうかわからないけど、降りて探してみようか。
ママ大好き、愛してる。ありがとう。
私もよ、マリア。愛してるわ。
The truth was that they didn't have time to waste loitering around at the stopover station. If they missed the airplane, they would fall half a day behind schedule. She should have left home with more time to spare, but she would ended up leaving late after choosing Maria's clothes. Because of that, Rosa had been a bit impatient since this morning. She looked at the clock. They had to get to the next train immediately, but her daughter finally joined hands with her to go buy the sweets with her mother, and that hand was warm. To Rosa as she was now, it was more important to renew her bonds with Maria. To her, Maria was not only a beloved daughter, She was everything Rosa had. Fortunately, they could see a big supermarket right in the front of station. They might not be able to find exactly the same sweet, but Maria would probably be happy with a similar one. Besides, Rosa couldn't show up with a face swelled from crying. She must fix her makeup.
あれと全く同じマシュマロは見つからないかもしれないけど、似たようなお菓子があるといいね。それでいとこのみんなを一緒に驚かそうね。
ママと一緒に買うお菓子なら何でもいい。
Such a different tone. This is such a different tone suddenly. This is like split personality not only for Maria but also for Rosa. They exited through the turnstiles of the station in this unknown town. Maria walked across the pedestrian crossing together with her mother, chuckling to herself as though she was walking in an amusement park. Both faces were still deep red, but the two of them, mother and child, smiled warmly to each other without any restraint. Okay, we're back in the mansion.
あなた、こんなところでどうされたのですか？
君か、何でもない。考え事をするのにここが少し心地よかっただけだ。
今日の準備はすべて手配が終わっています。あとはお茶でも飲みながらくつろいで待とうではありませんか。
すまん。君にいつも面倒なことをすべて押し付けている。
どうか私をもっと頼ってはいただけませんか。私はあなたの妻です。
無論君にはいつも助けられているし感謝もしている。だからこそ私は私の仕事に専念できる。
分かっています。お仕事のこと、そしてお父様の遺産の話ですね。
君には関係のないことだ。
Yeah, that's true.
欲深な兄弟たちの腐肉のあさり合いに過ぎ。
大丈夫です。あなた全てうまくいきます。あなたのお仕事がうまくいかなかったことはありません。
Natsuki softly cuddled close to Krau's shoulder. She complimented Kraus on his hard work, but Natsuki knew better than anyone that his work wasn't going well. Kraus' project was something like a seesaw, where a large amount of money swings. Big investment can lead to massive payoffs, but like large seesaws, they tend to shake a lot while moving very slowly instead of showing immediately the results. At times, it's possible to make further investments, so that the seesaw inclines faster towards the side you want. Of course, you would only do that if you were confident you would be able to recover all your investments in the not so distant future. However, the seesaws Kraus chose never turned out to be as he would have liked them to. His foresight wasn't wrong, but the times were moving sluggishly. They never managed to catch up with him. For example, think of a literal seesaw placed in a park. It's a really popular item, so there's always someone playing on it. And you've got to wait a long time for your turn. Let's say that one day you spotted one of those seesaws that was completely unused, and you raced to grab it first and have it all to yourself. However, unless someone got on the opposite side of seesaw, you wouldn't be able to play on it. What if a lot of time passed and nobody came to the opposite end? Seesaws are popular, so if you wait long enough, a companion will surely show up. But Kraus noticed something. The weather's getting worse, so nobody is coming outside to play. But sisos are popular, so someone will surely come eventually. If he vacant his place because of worsening weather, it would certainly be snatched away. And once again, he would end up longingly gazing from a distance at someone else having fun on the seesaw. On the side of the seesaw, he continued to wait patiently all alone. That was Krau's project and his current situation.
私にもう少しの勇気と自分の先見性を信じる自信があればいつだって失敗はしなかった。
ええ、そうです。あなたの先見性はいつも間違っていません。あなただけがお父様の才覚を受け継いだのです。他の兄弟たちが誰も受け継がなかった天性のものを受け継がれた。
なのに私はそれを信じられず、いつも臆病に自らの事業を畳んできた。なぜ自分を信じることができないのか。
Okay, this is development for Kraus. We didn't knew this side.
自分を信じられない男を誰が信じる。誰も信じない。私はいつも敗者の座るべき椅子に自ら座り、親父にもおふくろにも兄弟たちにも笑われる。私はいつになったらこのコンプレックスから解放されるのだ。いつになったら。
Natsuhi was the only one who knew. Only she knew of Kraus' anguish. As the eldest son of the Ushirima family, he would soon be forced to bear an immense responsibility. He couldn't open his painted heart to anyone, and was always getting compared to his father's great enterprises.
あなたが親族会議に専念できるよう、すべての手配を済ませています。すべて。
すまん。親父殿の件は問題ないかね。
はい。源氏と南條先生は私たちの味方です。
Okay, this is like some higher tier plotting here. Dealing with father. Genji and Dr. Naja on our side. What? What happened there? Is that possible that it was not Beatrice that killed Kinzo?
あの強欲な兄弟たちを決してお父様には合わせません。
My contact with father. Huh.
もしもし。はい、ゴーダです。
Hi Goda. I still don't like you.
お任せください。
You are treating everyone else as shit. Yeah. I still remember how you take only prizes and when you mess up you just make Shannon to do all the stuff that is messed up. So she will get blamed. I think that's the same for Canon.
年に一度の大仕事に腕が鳴っております。
In the kitchen, multicolored ingredients were gathered at the preliminary arrangements were promptly being started. Even though it was still morning, the ingredients for dinner were already in saucepans and steaming. Normally he had to deal with several assorted matters, but on the day of the family conference, he could devote himself entirely to cooking. To Goda, who was originally a chef, this was surely the greatest gala occasion of the whole year.
ディナーには子牛のステーキを。素晴らしい肉がすでに保冷庫で今夜を待ちわびておりますよ。まかないも今夜はぜひ期待してください。
It was rare for Goda to be in this good of a mood towards his fellow servants. Gouda bragged about being the Ushiromiya family personal chef, and knowing he was considered worthy to display his excellent cooking at the family conference was his greatest honor.
わかった。任せるのでよろしく頼む。あと、熊沢がそちらにいないか。
熊沢さんですか。
Well, that sounds like some sort of device that was like recording or something.
先ほど見かけましたが、こちらにはおりません。
Or a phone? Oh, they're talking by the phone probably. Yeah, just they didn't have sprites to like phone, I guess.
ゲストハウスの方へ準備に行かれたのではないでしょうか。
また油を売っているのか。いや、結構だ。では引き続きよろしく頼む。
ええ、万事このゴーダにお任せを。
Yep. Genji placed the telephone back on the receiver, sighting lightly. Genji sighted once again, thinking of Kumasawa, who was probably hiding again, even though things were this busy. Really? I never thought of her being like that. And the ostentatious Goda, who only felt like doing anything on a day when he could show off.
失礼します。ゲストハウスの各お部屋の準備が整いました。
お嬢様よりお子様方が泊まれるよう4人分の用意をするようにとのご指示を賜りましたが、いかがいたしましょう。
今年は6年ぶりにバトラ様がお見えになるそうだ。
Oh yeah, right. You mentioned it in like one of the previous episodes. I think that was at the tea party? Maybe? I don't remember, that was quite a long time ago. That Butter was like out of family register for like 6 years, and now when he came back to family he got registered again as the Ushiromiya. So, yeah.
お嬢様もいとこ4人で夜更かしをされたいのだろう。準備するように奥様にはお伝えしなくてよい。
そうですね。かしこまりました。
今夜は深夜勤で、そのまま明日は早朝勤か。
Yep.
しんどい2日間になりそうだな。
そういえば台風が直撃するって天気予報で言っていますね。大丈夫でしょうか。
台風がよほどそれない限り、場合によっては親族の皆様方のお帰りの船に響くだろう。
So far, I really like how this chapter or episode 2 starts, because we have a lot of different perspectives right now on the events that's going to happen. So I think this is not like, how would I say, story-wise, logically driven, I guess. I think this part, episode 2, is not for us to get like get another part of the story, but rather get some informations about the same story that we already had. So this is purely for the reader to understand more of the situation. I think that's what the episode 2 will be about.
親族会議の日程が月曜か火曜あたりまで長引くかもしれない。
So I think that will nothing happen, and that Ben Castell talking that she will help is not going to happen in this episode. It's probably going for the episode 3, probably, or it will affect the ending somehow of the episode 2. Huh.
長丁場になるだろうが、皆くれぐれも粗相のないように頼む。シャノンは焦らぬよう落ち着いて。 カノンは愛想よくご挨拶をするように。
はい注意します。
注意します。
大切なお
You
客
better
様が
be.
お越しになられる日だ。くれぐれも粗相がないように。
心得ています。いつだってここには大切なお客様しか訪れませんから。
カノン、今日は本当の意味で大切なお客様を迎える。
Has he really mean the Beatrice? Canon saw Beatrice before. So it's not like... Huh. Maybe. I wonder. Maybe he knows about Beatrice from Kinzo.
心構えを改めるように。
はい。
シャノン、どうした？さっきから何かそわそわしているようだが、何か時間の約束でもあるのか？
いえ何でもありません。失礼いたしました。
姉さん、今日は大切なお客様がお越しになる日なんだよ。プライベートとは切り離すようにね。
プライベートなんか知りません。
Oh, you do. As Sharon blushed just a bit, she turned her gaze away from the clock. Was it about time for the airplane carrying the family to arrive at Nijima? She tried to hide the fact that her upcoming, long-awaited reunion with George was making her heart race. But Khan, who stood beside her, seems to see right through her. Also, I just realized we never got a conclusion on like Jessica and
シャ
Canon.
ノン、これを黙って受け取ってくれ。
Like Jessica and Canon, it was like really opened. Like Jessica was just broken, and that's how it ended. Also, I think that George is just practicing in the mirror now. Inside the bathroom stall, George was practicing something over and over, taking out a small velvet box hidden in his pocket like a quick-draw desert gunman.
いや違うな。シャノンは牽引力のある男性が好きなんだ。もっと馬力がある感じじゃないとダメだ。シャノン、これを薬指につけるんだ。命令だよ。
バカ。
ああ、左手とちゃんと言わないと右手にされちゃうかもしれない。
Oh my god.
いや、シャノンもそこまでかまととじゃないけど、ああでも少しは自由意志がないとなんだかその。
He's so frustrated. As he crossed his arms, muttering, someone knocked up the door. George was snapped back into reality.
Oh, George 君、大丈夫か?
Hey Rudolph, I missed you, buddy. You're harsh like that, but you are cool. If I remember correctly. Yeah, right, Rudolph is another character that we don't know that much about. We know how his personality during and like attitude to his family, to Butler, and to Kiria. And he's cool, but yeah, I want to know more about
腹の
him.
調子でも悪いのか?
ルドルフおじさん、大丈夫です。平気です。ご心配は無用です。
そっか?
Also, yeah, it was like mentioned only at the beginning and never later. They all have like weird names for Japanese, and I wonder why Kinzo named his kids like that. Like Kraus, Eva, Rudolph, Rosa, and then they basically inherited it and gave him like Butler, George, Jessica. I wonder what's the meaning of that? Is that just a thing for him? It's not going to be explained anyway. So it's like doesn't matter, and just like flavor to the story. Or there's like some kind of deal with Beatrice for that. I don't know.
無理して生き見すぎるなよ。尻が切れちまうぜ。
Rudolph washed his hand, laughing cheerfully as he left. George, realizing that the most embarrassing part hadn't been overheard, relaxed and felt extremely relieved.
キリエ、ローザはまだ来ないのか？
まだよ。遅いわね。
天候調整中だからいいようなものを。これで普段通りのダイヤだったらあいつ乗り遅れちまうぜ。そしたらどうする気なんだあいつ。
ローザさんだっていい年の大人よ。なんとかするわ。兄って人はいくつになっても妹を子供扱いなのね。
親父だっていくつになっても子供だけどな。
I miss you trio. I miss you all together.
だと俺が子供ならおめえは赤ん坊じゃねえか。ほれほれバトラちゃん、高い高い。
Wow.
やめろ、くすぐってやめ。
Rudolph.
親子ってより悪ガキ仲間って感じね。
Hey, that's a good thing. I mean, to be good like family, you should be also be a good friends. Same like if you have like girlfriend or boyfriend, then being together means that you're also a damn good friends as well. Can do jokes together and stuff. So yeah.
ほら、いらしたわよ。
おおおお。
Oh,
ロ
Hideyoshi.
ーザさんやないか。マリアちゃん、久しぶりやの。
久しぶり。
マリア、お久しぶりですでしょ。言ってごらん。
お久しぶりです。
そうや、よく言えたな。ご褒美に飴玉あげような。あれどこにしまったんや。
ローザさん、お久しぶりです。マリアちゃんもお久しぶり。
ご無沙汰してます、キリエ姉さん、秀吉兄さん。
I wonder if this is the same dialogue we had in the episode 1. You can let me know. I will probably check it. But I wonder if this is like line by line exactly the same thing.
あら、バトラ君？大きくなったわね。
I think this is the same.
いやー今日は会うたびに言われてて恥ずかしいっすよ。
Wait, this is no, this is E Ro Fu Pu E. This is Zo, I think. Or this is So. No, this is So, I think. I don't remember that much of katakana. I'm better with hiragana. Sorry, I got distracted by the poster.
おう、ローザ。遅かったな。飛行機がダイヤ通りだったらギリギリってとこだったぜ。
ごめんなさい、列車の接続がうまくいかなくて。何？また天候調査中なの？
ぼやかないぼやかない。
Hello, welcome back. How to give you liver? I love you.
船で6時間も揺られるくらいなら飛行機でほんの30分の方がずっとマシよ。
Yeah. That's the first time for a long time. I mean, no, wait, we saw her not that much time ago. Yeah, we had seen in the garden in this episode. Yeah. But I'm happy to see everyone together anyway, so
たとえ1時間余計
That
に
counts.
待たされたって全然早いんだから。
あれがマリアなのか。大きくなったな。成長期か。
前に会ったのは6年前。それは変わるわよ。女は心変わりがあればたった1日でも生まれ変わる生き物よ。
Maria noticing a big man she didn't recognize mixing among relatives, hid behind Rosa Park and declared to the butler.
おいバトラー、挨拶しろい。前にやったのが3歳の時じゃ。初対面も同じだぞ。
Oh my god, I will get her age right! He didn't saw her for 6. Yeah, so this is like... No, wait, I will have her age wrong again. Think! Maria is 12. Right? Did I finally get it right? Is she 12? Because she's minimum 10. Because 6 years. No, wait, she's minimum 9. Because there was like, where is it? Yeah, she was 3 years old, and he haven't seen her for 6 years, so she's minimum 9. So she's even, so she's either 12 or 11. Please be 12. Did I get it? Did I get it right this time?
よ、マリア。久しぶり。大きくなったな。
マリア、バトラお兄ちゃんよ。ルドルフおじさんの息子さん。わかる？
おじさんの息子さんがおじさんが息子さん。
Yeah. I think this is the same. I think like she had a trouble with that before. She was obviously on her guard. After all, it was hardly surprising that she would be scared of a large guy like Butler suddenly started speaking frankly to her. Butler noticed that as well as the various ways he might approach her. Then he spotted the candle she had in her hand. It was the jack-o'-lantern sweet Rose had bought for her.
そっか。10月だからハロウィンか。お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃうぞ。
Oh, I don't remember if that was in the first episode, but this is typical Butler. Normally, trying to snatch a sweet away from a small child will result in them crying and screaming. The adults seemed dubious about Butler tactics, but Maria looked unexpectedly pleased, her face splitting into a wide grin.
ハロウィンほらママ、バトラもハロウィン知ってる。
ほら、バトラお兄ちゃんと呼びなさい。ごめんね、バトラ君。
いやいや、気にしないっすよ。俺はバトラと呼んでくれ。俺もマリアって呼ぶからな。ほらマリア、ハロウィンだぞ。お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃうぞ。
お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃうぞ。
From inside her purse, Maria picked out a jack-o'-lantern sweet similar to the one she had in her hand and presented it to Butler. When Butler accepted it, that seems to be enough to confirm their friendship. The adults were amazed at how good children can be at getting along with each other. Mara had been throwing a tantrum because she wanted a Halloween festival. So Butler, who knew about trick-or-treat, must have felt like an ally. Her defensive posture from before was completely gone. Now she was all cherry, as though she would be friends for decades.
そうだな。日本じゃハロウィンってマイナーなイベントだよな。仮装行列で練り歩くなんて向こうのニュースではよく見るけど、日本じゃ見たことないぜ。
Japan have like a lot of different awesome like events.
マリアも仮装したかった。仮装していとこみんなでお菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃうぞってやりたかった。
I don't think that's happening.
そっかそっか。今度俺と一緒にやろうな。マリアだったら何の仮装をして練り歩きたい？
Which, of course.
魔女ベアトリーチェ。
I don't think Beatrice was mentioned in the scene in the episode 1. That's new, I think. We know about Beatrice from like the prologue from Kinzo and Genji. Or Kinzo and... yeah, Kinzo and Genji. But I don't think Maria mentioned Beatrice at the airport there. I think... I might be wrong. And now we are with Jessica and Beatrice, probably, because we are behind her portrait. I mean, beside her portrait. So yeah, I believe the next episode we will have like Kumasawa talking a little bit with Jessica, and then Jessica will meet Beatrice. No, wait, she cannot meet Beatrice, right? She don't have like magical power or ability to see her. Nevertheless, that will be an interesting episode, because this might involve Beatrice to some extent. So yeah, I guess that will be it. So thank you for being with me. I hope you liked the episode, and I will see you in the next one. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.